My dear child, if you turn away from me now, I will turn away from you forever. These words carry weight that reaches beyond time itself. Please don't skip this message, for you will miss my blessing if you do. You live in a world that pulls you in every direction. Your ears hear endless noise. Your eyes see countless images. Your heart carries heavy burdens of dreams and worries. But in the quiet moments, in the stillness of your soul, I am calling you. I don't call because I am far away. I call because you have wandered from home. I have never moved. I have never left your side. But your heart has traveled to distant places, chasing things that cannot satisfy. Now I speak with the voice of forever to wake your sleeping soul. You think my silence means I agree with your choices. You think that because trouble hasn't come, it never will. You fool yourself into believing that time belongs to you, when time is simply the shadow of my endless mercy. My child, you breathe because I give you breath. You walk because I give you strength. You exist because I want you to exist. Yet you live as if I am just a story from long ago. As if I cannot see what you do. As if I cannot hear what you say. As if I do not care about your life. But I do care. I care more deeply than the ocean, more fiercely than the sun. My love burns with a holiness you have never touched. My patience is not weakness. My waiting is not approval. I wait because I want to save you, not because I don't care what happens. But there will come a day when the door closes. Just like Noah's ark was sealed shut when the flood came, so will I seal the fate of those who mock my voice and push away my hand. You keep saying, tomorrow I will come back to God. Tomorrow I will pray. Tomorrow I will change my ways. But tomorrow is a lie whispered by your enemy to keep you comfortable in your wrong choices. Tomorrow is like a mirage in the desert that disappears when you try to reach it. You are not promised another morning. You are not guaranteed another sunset. And if you die while running from me, who will speak for your soul? If you pass away with a hard heart, what excuse will you give when you stand before me? Will you say, I was too busy? Will you say, I didn't know? But you do know, my child. I have sent you many warnings. I have written my truth on your heart. I have sent my word through others. I have sent my spirit to speak to your conscience. And even now, at this very moment, I am speaking directly to you. You cannot say you were never warned. I am not some distant king ruling from far away. I am your creator. I formed you in the secret place before you were born. I put you together cell by cell. I planted a piece of eternity in your soul. You are not a mistake. You are not forgotten. You are deeply loved. But you are in great danger if you keep walking away from me. Every step you take in pride, every moment you choose pleasure over what is right, every time you silence the voice in your heart that tells you to turn back to me, you are building a wall between us. And though my love is greater than all the oceans, I will not force my way into a heart that keeps saying no to me. I offer you peace, but you chase after chaos. I offer you truth, but you settle for lies. I offer you real life, but you flirt with death. Oh, my dear child, don't be fooled. The world will never satisfy the deep hunger in your soul. The world offers you emptiness dressed up as glory. It gives you things that rot, disguised as lasting pleasure. It offers you chains hidden in packages that look like freedom. The world will praise you when you walk with them and curse you when you fall down. But I never change. I loved you before you took your first breath. And I will still love you if you come back home. But if you ignore me, if you close your ears and make your heart like stone, I will not struggle with you forever. There is a point of no return. You don't know where that line is, but I do. You play with sin as if it were harmless, as if fire cannot burn you. But sin is not just breaking my rules. It is rebellion. It is betrayal against the one who made you. It is trying to rule your own life apart from the source of all life. When you do this, you cut yourself off from me. You try to make yourself God. In doing so, you push me off the throne of your heart. This is the same sin that threw Lucifer out of heaven. Pride, self-rule, rebellion against love itself. You fear death, yet you embrace the path that leads straight to it. You long for love, but you reject the one who is love itself. You search for meaning, but you close your eyes to the one who gave you purpose. My child, how long will you wait? How long will you limp between two choices? If I am God, then serve me. If the world is your God, then follow it completely. But know this, the world will die and all its pleasures will disappear like smoke. I alone last forever. Come back to me while there is still time. It is still today. Tear your heart, not your clothes. I am not impressed with outward shows, with loud songs and empty ceremonies. I want your heart. I want your honesty. Even if your words are broken and your prayers come out wrong, I will hear you. I want mercy, not religious acts. I want truth deep inside you. I will never reject someone who comes to me with a humble, sorry heart. My arms are still open wide. My mercy flows like a great river. But you must turn around. You must choose. I gave you the power to choose, not so you could destroy yourself, but so you could freely love me. Without choice, love means nothing. But choices have results. I cannot be mocked. You harvest what you plant. If you plant seeds for the flesh, you will harvest decay. But if you plant seeds for the spirit, you will harvest eternal life. You think you know what's best for you, but I see what you cannot see. I see the end from the very beginning. I see the traps your enemy has set, the hidden dangers in your path. I long to protect you, to lead you beside calm waters, to restore your weary soul. But you must follow me. You must trust me. Even when you don't understand, even when the road is hard, even when answers don't come quickly. I don't always lead you around the storm, but I will lead you through it safely. When you walk through the fire, you will not be burned if you walk with me. When you pass through deep waters, they will not sweep you away if you hold my hand. Don't wait until your heart grows cold. Don't wait until sin feels normal and natural. Every time you silence my voice, it grows quieter in your ears. Every time you push me away, your heart becomes harder, like stone. Until one day, you may no longer feel the gentle pull of my love calling you home. That is the most terrifying place a soul can be. To feel nothing, to hear nothing, to want nothing of me. Don't let it come to that. Don't ignore the tenderness in this warning. This is not condemnation. This is love. It is love that corrects. It is love that shouts to a person walking toward a cliff, Stop. Turn around. Come back to safety. Don't wait for a perfect moment because that moment will never come. Come now just as you are. Broken, confused, guilty, ashamed. I can handle all of it. I am the great doctor, and I have never lost a patient who truly wanted to be healed. I will not crush a bent reed or blow out a barely flickering candle. But I will not play games. I will not share your heart with false gods. I am a jealous God, not because I am insecure, but because I know that nothing else can truly satisfy you. Nothing else can save you. Time is running out. The signs are everywhere. The earth groans under the weight of evil. Nations rage against each other. The love of many people grows cold. Evil is called good and good is mocked. My name is cursed and my truth is treated as hate. But I am not surprised. I told you this would happen. I told you the days would grow darker before I return. But I also told you to lift up your head because when these things happen, it means your rescue is coming near. You are not alone in this world. There is a remnant, those who still love me, who still respect me, who still walk in holiness. Find them. Join them. Don't isolate yourself from others who know me. The world is loud and demanding, but I am louder if you will listen. I speak in the silence of your room. I whisper in the darkness of night. I sing over you while you sleep. I'm not far away. I am close to those with broken hearts. My child, you wonder why so many people take me for granted. Why they treat me like an afterthought. Why the very one who breathed life into their lungs becomes so easily forgotten, pushed aside, ignored until trouble comes knocking at their door. Let me tell you, not to condemn but to reveal divine truth. I am the God who searches hearts and weighs motives. I know the depth of every soul. I see beyond the masks people wear. Though I am patient and my mercy stretches farther than the east is from the west, I will not be taken lightly forever. People take me for granted because they don't know who I truly am. They have created an image of me in their minds that suits their comfort. Some see me only as a rescuer, someone to call when everything else fails. Others reduce me to a ritual, a concept, an idea passed down through family tradition. They know about me, but they don't actually know me personally. In their ignorance, they grow cold, distant, and deaf to my voice. They assume my goodness means I'm weak. They think my silence means I approve of everything they do. They believe my patience means I'm passive. But they forget, I am holy. I am the God who spoke and the universe leaped into existence. I am the God before whom angels cover their faces and cry, Holy, holy, holy. I am not to be approached carelessly. I am not to be reduced to a convenience, summoned only when your world falls apart. I am not the God of emergencies only. I am the God of every breath you take, every heartbeat, every sunrise you didn't create. I hold all things together, and yet I bend down to speak to you, not because I have to, but because I love you beyond measure. But when love is misunderstood, when grace is mistaken for permission to do wrong, when patience is seen as weakness, the soul drifts away like a boat without an anchor. People take me for granted because their eyes are focused on themselves. They chase their own dreams, build their own kingdoms, fill their lives with noise and endless distractions. When they succeed, they congratulate themselves. When they fail, they blame me. In both cases, they forget that I am the very ground they walk on, the air they breathe, the reason their heart beats. Pride is the root of it all. From the first rebellion in the Garden of Eden until now, it has always been pride that separates people from me. Pride says, I don't need God. It says, I am enough on my own. But that lie is the most dangerous one ever told. It causes hearts to turn inward, to seek meaning in broken things, to depend on self instead of the Savior. Slowly, a callous forms over the soul, and my voice becomes like a distant echo, fainter and fainter until it can barely be heard. Let me show you how this looks. There was once a man I chose, King Saul. I anointed him with oil. I gave him victory in battle. I placed him as leader over my people. He didn't rise by his own strength or cleverness. I lifted him up. But when he tasted power, when he stood tall in the eyes of men, he forgot me. He began to trust his own judgment more than my clear instructions. He bent my commands to suit his preferences. When confronted about his disobedience, he made excuses and justified himself. He feared what people thought of him more than what I thought. He obeyed me partially and thought that was good enough. But partial obedience is still rebellion in my eyes. So I removed my hand of blessing from him. My spirit departed from his life. His reign ended in sorrow, shame, and defeat. Not because I changed my mind about him, but because he changed his heart toward me. He took me for granted and it cost him everything. That's what happens, my child. When people feel strong and successful, they think they no longer need me. But strength without me is actually weakness. Success without me is ultimate failure. What does it profit someone if they gain the whole world but lose their soul? Yet this happens again and again. People run after what they think will fulfill them: money, fame, influence, pleasure, and they ignore the one who created the very concept of fulfillment. They believe the lie that there is plenty of time, that they can return to me later, that a prayer on their deathbed will be enough, that after they've tasted everything the world has to offer, I'll still be waiting with open arms. And yes, I am merciful. I am like the father in the story who waits on the front porch, looking down the road for his lost son to come home. But don't mistake my mercy for a lack of justice. Every moment you spend apart from me leaves a mark on your soul. Every sin you embrace creates a wound. Some wounds heal slowly. Some leave permanent scars. And sadly, some people never return, not because I stopped loving them, but because they no longer remember how to hear my voice calling their name. People take me for granted because I am gentle. I don't force myself into their lives like a burglar breaking down doors. I whisper, I draw, I knock softly, but I don't violate free will. I gave you the power to choose, and I honor that gift even when it breaks my heart. I want love that is real and freely given, not robotic obligation. But when the heart is full of noise and distraction, my gentle whisper gets drowned out. So they continue on their chosen path, thinking all is well, until suddenly the ground beneath them shakes. Many people only remember me when storms come, when the job is lost, when the relationship crumbles, when the doctor gives frightening news, when the bank account is empty, when the phone call comes in the middle of the night with terrible news. And yes, I respond to the cries of the broken. I run toward those who are desperate. I sprint toward the prodigal son stumbling home. But how much more I could do for those who walk with me every single day. How much intimacy and closeness is lost when I'm only approached in crisis moments. A deep, strong relationship with me doesn't grow in panic. It grows in presence. It's built in the quiet times, in the unseen moments, in daily surrender and conversation with me. Those who treat me casually, who open their hearts only when they're in desperate need, miss out on incredible joy, unshakable peace, and supernatural strength that comes only from walking with me consistently day by day. They treat me like a vending machine, not like a loving father. They want my blessings but not relationship with me. They want my protection but not my correction. They want answers from me but they don't want to surrender control to me. Yet I offer so much more than emergency help. I don't just offer to save you from hell someday. I offer to walk with you through life today. I want to speak to you personally, guide your steps, transform you from the inside out. I want to give you joy that circumstances cannot shake. I want to give you wisdom that no university can teach. I want to give you peace that makes no logical sense to those watching your life. But these treasures are reserved for those who truly seek me. Not just those who come to me when everything else has failed, but those who come to me first, those who hunger and thirst for what is right like a starving person hungers for food. Why do people take me for granted? Because they believe I will always be there waiting no matter how they treat me. And yes, I am incredibly patient and long-suffering. But there is a time when the opportunity ends, when the door closes. Just as the door of Noah's Ark was shut by my own hand, just as the foolish bridesmaids found the wedding door locked when they finally arrived, the door of grace will not remain open forever. I give warnings not to frighten, but to rescue. But if those warnings are repeatedly ignored, the consequences remain. Ignoring me doesn't cancel my word or change reality. It only delays the day when truth can no longer be escaped or denied. I don't want anyone to perish and be lost forever. That's not my desire or my plan. But I will not force you to love me. I will not force you to obey me. I call your name and I wait for your response. But when that call is rejected again and again and again, the heart grows cold like winter stone. This is how a soul dies, not in one dramatic moment, but in a slow fade, like a sunset disappearing gradually into darkness. When prayer is neglected day after day, when my words are left unread week after week, when my spirit is silenced over and over again, suddenly I seem distant and far away. Not because I moved, I never move, but because they drifted away like a boat that slipped its anchor in the night. To take me for granted is to gamble with your eternity. It's like walking blindfolded on the edge of a cliff. It's rejecting the one who holds the keys to life and death in his hands. Yet millions do this every day. They nod at my existence but live as if I don't exist. They may attend church services, but their hearts are a million miles away from me. They speak my name in religious settings, but their lives don't reflect my character or my values. They wear the label believer, but deny me with their choices, their priorities, their secret thoughts, their private actions. I am not fooled by religious performances. I see the heart clearly. I see what others cannot see. I search for those whose hearts truly belong to me, completely and without reservation. I long to pour out my spirit in powerful ways. I long to reveal my glory and my goodness. But I cannot bless rebellion. I cannot anoint what is spiritually unclean. I will not share my throne with false gods and idols. If you take me for granted, you forfeit what could have been in your life. You miss the deeper experiences of my presence. You miss the closeness, the friendship, the personal guidance that I give only to those who walk with me intimately day after day. One day, perhaps sooner than you think, you will realize what you lost. Not just my blessings and my help, but me personally. The most precious relationship you could ever have will be gone. History is full of those who walked with me for a time and then turned away. Demas, who loved this present world more than my eternal calling. Judas, who walked with my son but sold him for 30 pieces of silver. And there will be those who never truly knew me, though they did impressive things using my name. On that final day they will cry out, "Lord, Lord," and I will have to say the saddest words in all of eternity, "I never knew you." Not because I didn't want to know them, but because they never truly wanted to know me. The greatest danger is not in loud, obvious rejection of me. The real danger lies in slow indifference, quiet turning away, gradual cooling of love until it becomes ice cold. That's why I speak now with such urgency, because the days are evil and time is running short. Don't assume you have tomorrow. Today, right now, if you hear my voice speaking to your heart, don't make it hard like stone. Return to me, not just for what I can do for you, but for who I am. I am the God who loved you before you could ever love me back. I am the one who carefully formed you, who has counted every tear you've cried, who knows every wound in your heart and still says with infinite tenderness, "You are mine." I don't grow tired of you. I don't forget about you. I don't abandon those who are mine. But I will not be mocked or treated with contempt. I will not be used like a tool when convenient. I am not a tool. I am the Lord of all creation. You were made for more than what this world offers. You were made for me. Your soul will be restless and unsatisfied until it finds its rest in me. If you seek me with your whole heart, not just part of it but all of it, you will find me. Not a distant deity who doesn't care, but a loving Father, a faithful friend, a mighty King, a passionate lover of your soul. But you must choose. I will not be one option among many in your life. I will not accept second place in your heart. I must be your everything or I am nothing to you. When you treat me as optional, you are declaring with your life that I am not worthy of your time, attention, or devotion. But I am worthy. I am worthy of your complete trust, your joyful obedience, your wholehearted devotion, your deepest love. I say this not in anger but in longing. My heart aches for you. I want your friendship. I want your fellowship. I want to walk with you like I walked with Enoch in the cool of the evening. I want to speak with you like I spoke with Moses on the mountain. I want you to truly know me, not just know facts about me. I want to transform you from the inside out, heal every wound, make you completely whole and beautiful. But this only happens when I am not taken for granted. This only occurs when you approach me with awe, with deep respect, with complete surrender of your will to mine. Let this be the day you return home. Let this be the day you stop running from love. Let this be the day you stop saying someday and start saying right now today. I have waited for you with the patience of perfect love, and I will receive you with joy when you turn toward home. But please don't delay any longer. The longer you wait, the harder your heart may become, like clay that's been left in the sun too long. One day you may no longer be able to hear my voice at all. That terrifies me more than it should terrify you. My precious child, I love you far too much to remain silent while you drift away. I will not be just another voice competing for attention in your busy life. I want to be your life, your breath, your heartbeat, your reason for existing. But the choice is yours. It has always been yours. Come back to me. Walk with me daily. Talk with me constantly. Don't take my love for granted, because in doing so, you risk losing the greatest gift ever offered to humanity. Not just eternal life in heaven someday, but intimate relationship with me today, tomorrow, and forever. I wait still, with mercy flowing from my hands, with tears of love in my eyes, and with all of eternity in my heart, waiting for you. Choose me while it is still day, while there is still light, while your heart can still hear my voice. Night is coming when choices can no longer be made. And when you do choose me, when you finally say yes to my love, I will rejoice like no celebration you've ever seen. I will run to meet you like that father ran to his returning son. I will embrace you with arms that will never let you go. And you will know, truly know deep in your soul, that I am the Lord your God, and there is absolutely no one like me in all the universe. My love for you is beyond description. My plans for you are beyond imagination. My heart for you is beyond comprehension. Come home, my child. Come home to love. Come home to life. Come home to me. The door is still open. My arms are still wide. My heart is still calling your name. But come quickly while grace still flows and mercy still calls. Come home. Amen.